Welcome, everyone. Today we're diving into human geography, but we're going to look at it through this really cool, really simple lens. Just picture our planet for a second, all its mountains, rivers, climates, as this giant, epic stage. So, where do we fit in? Well, we're the actors.
This idea right here, it's the key to everything. I mean, think about it. What's a stage without actors? It's just an empty room, right? And what are actors without a stage? Well, they've got nowhere to tell their story. Human geography is all about studying that constant dance, that back and forth between the setting and the action.
All right, so let's get the basics down first. What exactly is human geography? To really get the drama, you've got to know the difference between the stage itself and the actors on it.
So you've got physical geography. That's the stage. It's the mountains, the oceans, the climate, the whole physical setup. But then you have human geography, and that's us, the actors. It's the study of our performance, our culture, our societies, and, this is the really crucial part, how our actions actually change the very stage we're standing on. You just can't understand one without the other. They're totally linked.
Okay, here's the formal definition, but I want you to zoom in on just one word: interrelationship. That is the heart of it all. It means the stage doesn't just call all the shots, and the actors can't just ignore the set design. Nope, it is a constant, dynamic conversation happening between the two.
And that little interrelationship has kicked off this huge debate that's gone on for centuries. Geographers have been asking this massive question: who's really in charge here? Is it the stage, or is it the actor? Nature or us?
The first big theory on the table was something called environmental determinism. This idea basically says that for early humans, the stage was 100% in charge. Nature was the director, calling every single shot. Our environment decided everything about how we lived, mostly because we just didn't have the tech to argue back. And this is a perfect, super clear example. If you live up in the freezing Himalayas, the environment forces you to wear thick clothes. No choice. Down in the heat of South India, it pretty much demands you wear something light and airy. So even something as personal as what you wear becomes a direct result of the stage you're on.
But then, the actors started getting smart. We didn't just take the rules of the stage lying down. We started watching. We started learning. We figured out the laws of nature. We understood friction, and poof, we made fire. We understood aerodynamics, and eventually we built airplanes. This was a massive turning point. The actors were learning how to rewrite the script.
And that shift in thinking brings us to the total opposite idea: possibilism. This theory argues that, the stage has its limits, but our human creativity and our technology give us the power to find ways around them. Suddenly, the actor starts to redesign the whole set.
I mean, just think about it. It can be a blistering 45 degrees Celsius outside. That's a pretty clear rule set by the stage. But what do? We flip on the air conditioning and create our own perfect 22-degree bubble. We're not just at the mercy of the environment anymore. We're literally creating new possibilities. And from that point of view, it really seems like the actor is finally in control. So, who was right? Who won the big debate? Determinism or possibilitism? Well, the modern answer is neither. It's not about one side winning. It's about finding a balance, right? A sustainable middle path that respects the power of both the stage and the actor.
This middle path has a name: neo-determinism, and it's really a pretty simple three-step idea. Step 1, we have to admit that the stage has real limits. Nature isn't an infinite resource. Step 2, we have to use our amazing technology responsibly. And what's the goal of all this? Sustainable development. We want a performance that doesn't completely wreck the stage we all depend on.
So here's the big takeaway. We're not completely helpless victims of nature, but we also don't have total freedom to just do whatever we want. We live in this middle ground, this space where we can build and create amazing things, but only as long as we respect the stage we're on.
And all of this brings us to one last, really important idea. Human geography isn't just some class you take in school. Because the stage affects every single performance, geography is connected to almost every other field of study you can possibly think of.
Seriously, think about it. How can you really understand human psychology without knowing the environment that's shaping our behaviors? Or economics without knowing where the resources are? And history, oh man, you absolutely cannot understand the story of humanity without understanding the stage it all happened on. In fact, let's look at one of the most incredible examples in all of history, a moment when the stage itself basically rose up and just ended a performance decisively. Okay, so it's 1812. Napoleon, one of the greatest military geniuses ever, invades Russia with this unbelievably massive army. It looked like nothing could stop him. But his biggest enemy wasn't the Russian army. It was Russian geography. The brutal, unforgiving winter, the stage itself, came in and just destroyed his forces. The actor, for all his brilliance, was completely defeated by the setting. It just goes to show you how powerful that interrelationship really is.
Which kind of leaves us with a huge question for today, right? With all our technology that lets us control climates and even edit our own DNA, is the stage becoming less important? Or are we just finding new, more complicated ways to perform? Maybe writing ourselves into a play with an ending we can't predict. It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.